Hey everybody, welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. I'm Dean Graziosi. If you're new to this site, congrats for being here. You found an amazing home. If you're ready for the next level, you'd like to make money in real estate, there's a ton of capabilities. You want to think positive and be on track towards a bigger and better future? Well, this is the place to be as well. Look around, observe, share, meet the wonderful people that are here. Okay, last week we talked about the 25-to-1 ratio. Glad so many of you commented and absorbed that. I know it's written in a lot of my books. It's in my advanced training. It's in my live events, in our Success Academy. But sometimes you just need to hear it quick and go, oh my gosh, why aren't I doing that? And maybe you were doing it just a little bit off. Now, I know a lot of you asked, what's next when someone accepts your offer? Well, remember, if you're wholesaling, you're not going to look for money or look for a buyer after you find that deal. If you're wholesaling, you should be using our strategies to find buyers first. So once you do find that deal, you got about a bunch of hungry fish waiting to bite on it, okay? So in future blogs, I'll jump on a little more on finding that buyer in advance. So you're not asking yourself, where's the money when you find the great deal? You already have it lined up. But today, I want to step back for a minute. So many of you know that I pay for education as well. I pay to be a better entrepreneur, be a better thinker, learn how to be a better teacher. And one of the groups I'm a part of is called Strategic Coach. I fly to Toronto every quarter. I spend $25,000 a year to be trained by Dan Sullivan. He's one of the greatest thinkers on the planet for helping entrepreneurs be more crystal clear, redefine and define their unique ability. My unique ability is real estate and educating my students and bonding and being a part of your life because I want to disturb you and give you action steps to change your life and have a bigger future, and I want to get better at it. Well, one of the lessons, and I was just up there a couple days ago, I was up in Toronto, and it's an all-day group, and there's about 20 of us in the group, and one of the things he went over made me feel so good about what I share with you every single week is because he feels, he's 68 years old, and he created this chart, he calls it the 10 times matrix, but he said he feels, he's been coaching people for over 30 years, and he feels this is his greatest masterpiece of anything he's ever created, to give people the freedom, the thought process, and to understand on this side where they're stuck and where this side they're not stuck. And I'm going to go over some of this today because we've gone over this. And he put so much emphasis on how this, after all his years in doing this, working with tens of thousands of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, he has some of those successful entrepreneurs in the world in his class, in his training, he said this is the answer to success. And what this is, I'm going to read you some of this. I didn't plan on doing this, but it's so important. It says scarcity and abundance. So this is the scarcity side. This is the abundance side. And under scarcity, it says, everything that's needed for future survival and progress is getting scarce or running out. Nothing positive is getting bigger or better. Compared to, now that's a scarcity mindset, which a lot of us are taught to think that way. The media teaches us to think that way. Society teaches us to think that way. If you had parents or grandparents that went through the Depression or went through really tough times, they had no choice but to think that way, okay? And we can be programmed compared to an abundance mindset. Same thinking. Remember, reality is what we think, right? We think scarcity side, that's what we think. We think abundance, it's everything important is getting bigger and better as a result of advanced capabilities that are making things faster, easier, and cheaper. Okay, same time in history, it just depends where your mind is. All we know is the scarcity side, it's really hard to be successful. Abundance, there's no stopping you. So on this side, again, I'm only going to go over this top part today. He has zero sum, and I'm going to read this to you. This is the thinking of there's only so much of everything available in the world. If someone's doing well, that must mean it's at the expense of somebody else. Well, you compare that to the abundance side. On exponentials, it says the world is creating new areas of personal and general expansion in which the factors of growth continually multiply each other, always leaving opportunity. Okay, how can we relate that to real estate? One person looks at this website, looks at my book for 5 minutes, makes one call to one real estate agent, makes one offer, and somebody else gets that offer, and the scarcity mindset would go, there's no good deals left. Maybe there's good deals in Michigan. Maybe there's good deals in Cleveland, Ohio, but not where I live. It just doesn't work, and that's what everybody says. Where the abundance thinker says, hey, I know there's deals because there's too many people do it. We're at the lowest time in history. There's a ton more foreclosures coming. If I tried that and it didn't work, that means I just didn't try it the right way. I'm going back in and trying again. Again, same time in history, same education, Different mindset. One is a scarcity mindset, one's abundance. Okay, under scarcity, number 2, depletion. All of the natural resources that support life on the planet are being depleted, and there's no way we can replace them. Shortages are increasing everywhere. Compared to, on the abundance side, compares that to ingenuity. That means there are increasing opportunities for more individuals to create new practical solutions and breakthroughs that become immediately useful for so many factors. Okay, again, on the scarcity side, you think things are shrinking, where someone with abundance mind looks at opportunity as we grow. Okay, the last one, unfairness. On the scarcity side, he says, and maybe you've thought this way before in your life. Maybe you're on the edge of thinking on the scarcity side right now, and I don't blame you. That's what we're pushed to do. I know I've fallen into it, but I know when I'm on the abundance side of thinking is when everything happens, not some of it, all of it. So he has unfairness as number 3. He says the resources, capabilities, and opportunities are unfairly distributed among the global population. Radical change is needed to redistribute everything on a fairer basis. Well, I understand what people could feel that way. It's like, hey, I'm not getting mine, that guy gets all his. But even though you think that, will it fix it? Probably not. So what you have to do is think of our world as an opportunity base. If someone else got it, why can't you get it? On the opportunity side, it says more and more individuals have the ability to combine their capabilities with others in ways to continually make their futures bigger than their past. Okay, think about that. That's why you're here at this site right now. You might partner with somebody on the site. Do you know how many partners there are right here at deangraziosi.com? Somebody with money, somebody with a great deal. You're thinking. When you start thinking negative, you post it on this site, people give you a better way to think about it. That's the opportunity of the modern world. You get the opportunity to combine capabilities of others all at one place. Think about this. What if you wanted to get in real estate 75 years ago and you had nobody but negative people in your life? Where would you turn to? 20 years ago, where would you have turned to? Hope to search through your whole town to find one person that was doing good in real estate and hope you could bond and build a relationship with them? Compared to today, where you could just come on to deangraziosi.com, you saying, I'm having trouble in Florida. You ask about somebody doing it in Florida, bam, there's somebody there giving you an answer. You can look up past strings. You can watch my blogs. Instant bonding with other people, instant capabilities. Guys, we can look at the world in a negative light. We can look through the glass is half full glasses and just say, all the good deals are gone. You can make money someplace else, but not where I live. Other people who are blessed with money, those rich folks, they get to make more money, right? Or some people have more time. They got so much time on their hands. Or they don't have the obstacles I have. If you had what I was dealing with, you couldn't do it. That's all a part of up here. Because all I know is my most successful students had all that stuff going on. But they switched from the scarcity mindset to abundance and decided to make a difference in their life. And they looked through a different pair of glasses. Now, here's the cool thing. I wrote this. You can't see it. People with a scarcity mindset, and I'm not condemning you if you think that way, but I want to share with you, even if you're going to call me out on this and be upset with me saying this, people who look at the world of saying, we're never going to be back to the way we used to. America's dead. All these resources are running out. All that stuff. When you try to get somebody at first to go from scarcity to abundance mindset, a scarcity mindset person will think, no, you're just a dreamer. I'm a realist. Think about that. Scarcity are realists. Abundant mind thinkers like us, being on this site, being positive, posting positive comments below, we're just dreamers, aren't we? No, we're the people that make the world go around. Capitalism, entrepreneurialism is what made America so strong. And you know what all of them were? They were dreamers. But guess what? They've never built a statue of a critic. They've never built a statue of someone who had a scarcity mindset. They built statues of the so-called dreamers who break through to the other side and accomplish what they want. And that's the opportunity you have if you try to go from a scarcity mindset to abundance. And if you're already there on the abundance mindset, please know that is the fastest path to success, to fulfillment, to happiness and joy. And that's my message for today. Next week, I'll go over the bottom because there's some really cool stuff there. I hope I didn't take too long. And I know a lot of the stuff I share over weeks and weeks in little tidbits. But today, it was so cool to go to this class of someone that I respect highly, is I feel one of the smartest entrepreneurs on the planet, to basically take what we've been working on for years here at DG.com and say it was his most important piece of work he's ever done in 30 years. Oh, one last thing. Below there's a link. I have 3 more properties available. Here's what I've done. I've listened to you guys, and so many of you said, I love the properties. The last batch sold out, but a lot of you don't have all the money. So what we've done, click below, check out, there's just 3 of them this week. We have the ability to do up to 50% financing through a third-party company, but we've gone through, great company, can finance up to 50%. And if you bought one of the other properties, you might be able to get 50% financing on a property you bought. Take that money and go buy a second one. Pretty cool stuff, great deals, great properties. Click the link below, check them out if you want to get them. They're only 3. They are going to sell out really, really fast. So if you're interested, jump on the phone, give a call. I'm Dean Graziosi. I'll talk to you next week.